fire service is big into fire services traditions. You hear the word tradition, it brings to mind many things. Most of it could be a family tradition, whether what you do every Christmas, what you do every year for vacation. From the first moment a new firefighter comes to the fire station, there's all kind of traditions that they get instilled, some good and some they don't like, but you know, it's a lot of fun. But a lot of them have been around for years. One of the first traditions is volunteerism. The first fire departments were started in 1736 by Ben Franklin. A lot of people don't know that. He invented electricity. It was on the Declaration of Independence, and you know, he started one of the first volunteer fire departments. Volunteer fire departments are still the most common type of fire department in the United States. The Maltese Cross has been known around the world as a symbol of the fire service. It's another part of our traditions. It's often seen painted on fire trucks, as you can see on the rear door of this truck. And all the trucks that we have in the station have a Maltese Cross. It has its origins going back to the era of the Crusades. It was named after the island of Malta. It was used to be the home of the Knights of St. John. And it carried over to the fire service. Of course, we all know about the Dalmatian dog. We have, unfortunately, we don't have one here with us, but it is a very common tradition in the fire service. The dogs are common on the steamers back when they were horse-drawn to run the horses, to make the horses run faster. Another tradition is the red color. If you notice, all of our fire trucks look the same and have this dark red color, which is actually kind of original to our department. Most departments have a lighter color. It's widely accepted reason that they are painted red dates back to the 1800s. There's a lot of competition back in the days. It was almost like there were fire departments for teams. They would compete against each other, similar that you would have with pro baseball teams now, or football teams. And the idea of red was a sign of elegance, or was a regal color. That was one reason that the fire trucks were red. Another reason was in the early 20s, all the cars were what color? Black. They would paint fire engines red just to kind of stand out away from the black vehicle. Some other traditions that we're going to do today, and we haven't done in the past, with our department that's been widely accepted throughout the nation, is we're going to have a wetting down ceremony for our new truck. This is a tradition that started back in the horse-drawn days. We would actually wet down the truck or wet down the horse-drawn steamer to wash the debris off of it. And another part is we're going to wash the tires. We'd actually wash all the tires because the streets back then were dirt streets and they had mud all over them. And firefighters have there's a saying in fire service called pride and ownership. Although this truck doesn't have each individual's name on it, firefighters take ownership in fire apparatus and fire station and what they do. They treat it as if it's their own. I mean, we won't take this truck and park in front of our house. It won't fit in my driveway, but we take ownership in it. We believe these trucks belong to us, and we treat it that way. And it's been like that since the very beginning of the fire service. And that's how we can keep these trucks up looking the way they do and stay front line like they are. So what we're going to do now is first we're going to do an old Conwell Fire Department tradition, is breaking the champagne on the front of the truck. That's what we've done with all the trucks before by looking back at the pictures from years before. And then we're going to wash or wet down the truck, wash the tires, and the firefighters will push it in the building. Okay? The reason we push it in the building, again, back to the horse-drawn days, the horses wouldn't back up. They didn't have a reverse. So they take the horses loose, put the horses in the stall at the back of the station, and they push the steamer in the station. Okay? So if I can have the council members meet me at the front, we'll go ahead and do the champagne on the bumper, and we'll start our wash down.